Hi, it's Alaska Granny. If there's one thing this summer has reminded me of, there are many different kinds of emergencies that we want to be prepared for. Just this summer in Alaska, we had big, huge forest fires. We've had earthquakes. We had the hottest, driest summer on record. There have been a lot of emergency road closures. Some of the stores have not had the supplies that we need. And that's just a matter of life that we all need to face, that things are going to happen that are beyond our control. There are things we can control by preparedness, by stockpiling the things that we need. One of the first and most important supplies you need to stockpile is water. Most emergencies, we are not going to be bugging out. We're going to be staying in the safety of our home. We're far more comfortable in our own home. We have our supplies there. We have the room and the shelter and the safety to provide most of the things that we need. What's more important than being able to provide clean drinking water? We take it completely for granted. We flip on the faucet, we get all that we need. We don't really concern ourselves with the availability of flowing, clean drinking water. There are some emergency situations, some kinds of different storms, earthquakes, natural disasters, chemical spills. There are different kinds of emergencies where the water source for the water flowing into your house might become contaminated. Sometimes we have warning that the big storm is coming, which could cause a disruption. And there are a few things we can do to ensure the water in our home is safe. Here are a few tips how to get extra water out of your home, even under the threat of the water source coming to your home is going to be disrupted or might be contaminated. In an emergency, the first thing you want to do is go and fill your bathtub. Maybe you have something in your supplies like a water bob. It's designed to go into your bathtub, fill it up, and it keeps it in like a gigantic plastic bag. The water is held safely in your tub. It's not affected if you haven't cleaned your tub, and it has a cover over it. It keeps it like a giant plastic bag so that the water is going to remain safe in your tub. That'll last for a few weeks. But what if you don't have a bathtub or your bathtub doesn't hold water correctly? That's a great time to get out your extra 5-gallon buckets. You can get these free at the grocery store. Go into the bakery, ask them if they have any extras. I've always had wonderful luck with that. They give them to you for free. They usually come with a lid. Take them home, clean them out, and you have multiple 5-gallon containers that can be used for all types of things. Stick a few of these into your bathtub, fill them up with cold water. Put one in your shower, fill it up with cold water. Then you can store these right in your shower or your tub. The next thing you want to know is how to turn off the water to your house. There's going to be some kind of a nozzle, a faucet, a switch, a pipe, a gate latch somewhere outside of your home that turns off the water to your house. You need to know where that is and make sure that everyone in your family knows where it is and how to turn the water off so that you can avoid contaminated water coming into your home. It's also important to know how to do that in case you ever have a broken pipe. You need to be able to turn off the water outside of your home. You're still going to have some water in your pipes. How do you access it? Well, when the water is shut off, we can almost do what's like a siphon. Go to the highest faucet in your home, maybe in your kitchen faucet, turn it on. The water's off, so water's not flowing out. But if you go to the lowest faucet in your home, perhaps it's outside at your hose faucet, somewhere else in your home, turn that faucet on. The water that's still in the pipes in your home will flow out of the lowest faucet. That's another good reason to have an extra bucket. Put a bucket or a bowl under that faucet and collect any of the extra water that's flowing out of your pipes. Then close those faucets off again so at the time you decide to turn the water back on, you don't forget and then the water is flowing all over inside of your house or out into your yard. Another source of water in your home is your hot water heater. How can you get emergency hot water from your water heater? The first thing you want to do is find the valve that fills your hot water heater. You want to turn off that valve so that contaminated water can't continue to flow into your hot water heater. Next, turn off the power supply, whether it's electricity or gas, to the water heater, and then you want to allow all of the contents to cool. Make sure that the power is off because you do not want your water heater running when there's no water in it because it'll damage it. Your hot water heater usually has a drain valve at the bottom. Sometimes it looks like a regular faucet to an outside hose. You want to make sure that you have a container under it before you turn it on, or get a small length of hose. Look for a white hose that's designed for clean drinking water. You can usually find them where you would find supplies for RVs. The first water that runs out of the bottom of the hot water heater usually contains rust and sediment. You want to let it flow out until you're no longer seeing any kind of rust or sediment, then turn that faucet off. Discard that first water that comes out of your water heater. Now with a clean container, either at the end of the hose or at the bottom of the faucet, turn it on slowly and you can fill your containers. Treat any water that you're not sure if it's clean. You can get water purification tablets. There's several different kinds. Read the directions for how to use it. You can also treat your water with bleach. Add 6 drops of liquid bleach for every gallon of water. Stir it and allow the water to stand for 30 minutes. It should smell like chlorine. If not, add 6 more drops of bleach and let it stand for 15 minutes. Being prepared for the unexpected helps you face whatever comes your way and be able to maintain as normal a life as possible. Prepping is about lifestyle insurance. It's facing the unknown, solving problems, and knowing how to make your life comfortable. Make the best of any situation. Isn't that the way we should all want to be? To have the inner strength that we can face whatever comes our way? Having the ability to provide safe drinking water to your family in any kind of a circumstance goes a long way to keeping you healthy, safe, and cared for. Try these tips and tricks to get all the water that you need out of your house in any kind of an emergency situation. Learn more at alaskagranny.com. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.